guys, what's up? Bomb92 here. No more stupid intros. I mean, I was trying that for a little bit, but, you know, it's not always the best. Anyways, under this case, I'm going to do a top 10, and this is a top 10. This is not in any random order. This is in random order. Probably will be switched. For most of you, it will be switched around. But in my case, we're just doing a random top 10. So it could be random top 10. So this is a random top 10, or I'll explain the format. I just picked 10 things under a category. So this thing is top 10 Wii U games that are must own if you own the console. And so it could be Hyrule Warrior, Splatoon, any random order. I don't even care. And you guys can place them whichever way you want. And in fact, I'd like to see you place these 10 games in any random order in the comments. I'd really love to see it. And to be honest, I'm going to put a little disclaimer. These are games that I feel should be on this list. Now, not every game's going to be on this list because personally, I love a few more than you guys do. And if you guys have another game that I might want to look at, don't be afraid to put it in the comment section. This is just some sort of random top 10 I'm throwing off the top of my head. So we're just going to get into it. I'm not going to do goofy Windows movie player number 10s or anything. We're just going to go and straight into 10. So number 10, I just spent like 2 minutes on it. Like, seriously, 2 minutes, and then I decided to make this video. So, number 10, Splatoon. I mean, that game, it looks amazing, it's really fun. The problem is it doesn't have voice chat. I mean, that's between you and the internet and Nintendo. But, I mean, that game is really good, standalone, as compared to a Black Ops or something. Although it is really objective-based, and if you don't understand League of Legends all that much, I think that's pretty much why you don't like this game. Now, for number 9, this might surprise you because I don't like the game a whole lot, but I feel it has a lot of good mechanics inside of this game. My chair just yeah. That's not supposed to happen during the YouTube video, but anyway, Super Mario Maker. Make your own Mario levels, Roller Coaster Tycoon or Mario, and it's really good actually. I mean, I haven't unlocked everything yet, but, you know, considering I don't play this game a whole lot, Super Mario Maker, it probably end up on my top 10 list of Wii U games to own just because it's Super Mario Maker. And it's Mario, I mean, I like playing other people's levels, I kind of find it fun. And, okay, number 8, I haven't thought this through at all, but number 8, well, I'm going to just pulling them off the top of the game pile that I like. Mario Kart 8, now, a lot of people are going to hate this one because the battle mode isn't all that good, but 200cc, that's freaking nuts. If you don't know how to drive, chances are you're not going to do this level. This game at 200cc is not meant for kids. Even though it has kiddish characters like Mario. Simple, simple. Number 7, Legend of Zelda Wind Waker HD. Now, you're going to say, well, Matt, that's just an HD remake. Yes, and I criticize HD remakes all the time on YouTube. Just look up Super Mustang 9 and look up how I hate about remakes. But this one, I like the HD, like, most games are remakes on a different console that were still HD. This one's a remake of a game that wasn't made in HD originally. And it's held up well. I mean, I was surprised playing this game, and it was really fun. And all the dungeons and stuff, really good. I'd recommend giving this one a check on my list. Number 7, Super Smash Bros. Wii U. Now, well, that's Smash Bros. I'm not even gonna go in there. Number 5, Pikmin 3. Now, this game I haven't yet beat, but all in all, it is really fun. And would I play it? Absolutely. Now, number 4, I don't necessarily have a picture to show you because I have it on the console, and it's kind of really fun to be included with your console. So if you can find a Super Mario 3D world, at least kept something straight, that you can actually keep it on the console. And this is not, like, I'm going to remind you that if you're, I'm not sure, skip ahead in the video to see what I put number 1. This is not in by any means the top 10 list in the classical sense. I'm not going to probably pick a number 1 that you're going to rank. And the fact is, well, maybe because I'm just doing a random top 10, so it's not in any order. I mean, probably Super Mario 3D will probably be number 10 on this list, to be honest. But because I've just been thinking off the top of my head, that's why it's at number 4. Number 3 is Bayonetta 2. Now, you might be surprised and saying, well, Matt, that has Bayonetta in it. Of course, well, duh. And it's a game that hasn't been out in a while. Anyways, number 2, Shovel Knight. I mean, you could get it on PS4, but it originally came out on the Wii U, and now you can get hard copies of it. I like the hard copies. Bought it at Walmart today. I've only started playing it, but it looks really good. The colors for a 8-bit looking game, it looks really awesome. And the controls are a little funky to get used to, but trust me, you can get over it quite quickly. It brings back a lot of the hard 2D platforming of the early 80s, early 90s. And I really love that about this game. The 8-bit era hasn't left us yet. And it looks really good. And from an indie developer, like Yacht Club Games, I give it a check. If you haven't checked this game out, in any platform, I suggest giving it a check out on the original, the Wii U, because it has DLC on it, too. And number 1, as I've been renting it lately, Hyrule Warriors. And I'm trying to cover up where I rented it from, although I'd recommend the place where I rent it from. I'm just not going to say it in the video, just because, people threaten, YouTube. Please don't leave any rude comments. But, anyways, Hyrule Warriors. Really fun game, surprisingly. It's a hack and slash. Yes, it is a hack and slash that involves Zelda. Now, I already have 2 Mario games on this list. Why not have 2 Zelda games? And if Legend of Zelda Wii U was in, it might end up on this list. But let me remind you, the Wii U isn't dead yet. Until 2017. Early 2017. Late 2016, early 2017. I don't think it's going to be released in 2016, to be honest. Everybody's saying, holiday 2016, we're going to have Bayonetta X. Well, the fact of the matter is, they're only delaying. And, I mean, Wind Waker, even though it was a remake, was really good. And this could actually qualify as a Zelda game on the Wii U if more people had played it. Yes, it's really good, and the storyline is exemplary from a Nintendo game. It's actually really good, and I recommend that you guys go and check this out. Especially since, I've been playing it, and I finally beat the Iron mode. I'm working on Hard and Hero, but leave it on normal because I just didn't know what to expect, and it's actually really good. I was frustrated at the end trying to defeat Ganon, and that's typical Zelda, and I finally figured out a pattern. Like, most bosses in this game have patterns, and it was just so easy to figure out patterns once you actually beat the bosses, and you're like, oh, you can do this to this boss, or that to that boss, and that's why I put it on this list. Now, but many people, oh, it's Dynasty Warriors and crap, I don't care. Anyways, guys, that is my top 10 Wii U Must Own games right now, as of November 6th, so I didn't include Yoshi's Woolly World, which is probably a must-own game, so get mad at me all you want, but I'll make that an exception. If you put it on your top 10, I won't criticize you on it. There's probably a few others I left off. I could be like, oh, well. So, when you make your top 10s, and considering most of these are games I've played, except for Bayonetta. Bayonetta, I'm still a little bit iffy on getting on, just because it's Bayonetta and witches and stuff, but that's personal preference. It looks really good. She's super sexy. Anyways, I better not go on that much of a rant. But anyways, my top 10 Wii U Must Own games. Pretty sure there's others where you're like, well, you know what? Even though it was a cross-plat, maybe Guitar Hero Live makes that for you. Or maybe there's a game that I just haven't mentioned, which I can't think of. Maybe you played a game where I haven't played, and I just top 10 Wii U Must Own games. Oh, please, nobody say Black Ops. I realize I have Black Ops in my library, and I'm like, well, that's definitely not a top 10 game. That's my 10 game Wii U library. Well, other than Nintendo Land, but Nintendo Land's okay. And Tap Amiibo. But Tap Amiibo is free, and if you don't have it already, to use your Amiibo playing other classic games from the late 1990s, early 1990s, late 1980s. Well, what are you waiting for? It's free. Go get it. If you have a Wii U, and I booted it up, but make sure you get Tap Amiibo, because I mean, some of the old games are really fun. Let me turn on my Wii U. Oops. But yeah, that's one game more. It's one game I won't care so much about. And I'm just gonna send it to the Wii U menu quick. But yeah, that's my top 10. Anyways, guys, that's my time for today. I was trying to make it really quick, and there are a few things that probably I missed, and you guys will probably give it to me in the comments, but I'm fine if you give me a game that I haven't looked at in the comments, and you're like, oh, this game's really good, and I'll be like, I haven't tried it, but I'll try it maybe, and see how it looks. I mean, Sonic Lost World, one of my favorite characters of all time, to be honest. I've played the game, so I wouldn't know if it's really that good. Anyways, guys, that's my time for today. Yeah, that's my time for today. And make sure you check out some of these games, especially like the ones I like, Real Blood, Hyrule Warriors, Shovel Knight. But if you don't have this on any console, I'd recommend a get. It's a recommend must get. Pikmin 3, I didn't know about that. Super Smash Bros, that's a well duh. Well duh, if you haven't gotten into the Smash Bros hype, I understand, but it's a well duh for me. And yeah, so that's my time for today, guys. If you haven't checked out the Games Grabber page already, most of these games are on there. I know Hyrule Warriors is on the games I want. And personal favorites, Smash Bros. And Mario Kart. Maybe. I don't know if I put this one on personal favorites. But, yes, don't be afraid to check out my Games Grabber page. I probably will put in the description, the link below. Oh, and if you haven't signed up for Games Grabber, go ahead, try it out. I mean, it's a very interesting software where you can actually, it's like Pig System. Anyways, guys, that's my time. Till next time, stay bommy.